All right, happy Hoover boys. Jaden and Justin completed all the jobs allegedly in videos number 1 and videos number 2, but I don't think I've been out there since this. So I'm just gonna take this walk. We're gonna call this video number 7, but this is a video you should watch first. So first watch video 7, second watch video 4, third watch video 5, fourth watch video 6, and then that would be the last video for now as far as east-west outdoor jobs, which the weather's really beautiful again today. But I just want to walk out here and to see if they completed video 1 and video 2 properly. And I already see some pieces of wood here that need picked up and put in the wood dumpster. And this wooden block right there's wood that needs put in the wood dumpster. This wooden block needs to go to the shipping area. This wooden, actually, no, leave this wooden block here because we can use it. Leave this wooden block here. But these pieces of wood here, they need to go to the wooden dumpster, like these 3. But these longer blocks, the 2 longer blocks, I guess we're gonna leave them here because we could put this drill pipe on it. There's a piece of wood to go to the wooden dumpster. And then these things that Justin got cut off, there should be 2 more ends, but those go over to the cable tool area. So they need to go over to the cable tool area. We need to at some point move this yellow thing, but we'll do that with the skid steer. Here's some trash maybe for the dumpster, like plastic trash. Small pieces of wood go to the wood dumpster, not that big of a deal. Stuff like this can go, that can go to the metal dumpster. There's some pieces of wood in there. I guess leave the wooden blocks because we can put stuff in them, but there's some small pieces of wood, but it is actually pretty good. I don't know if there's wood can go to the wooden dumpster. There's wood that can definitely go to the wooden dumpster. It's pretty good as far as wood. There's a piece of fiberboard that can go to the wooden dumpster. There's some pieces of wood to go to the wooden dumpster. There's a whole pallet to go to the wooden dumpster, not the metal stuff on it, but those boards, all that pallet's junk. All this wood can go to the wooden dumpster. This too, longer block can stay again. This fiberboard needs ripped out of this gray thing, and that can go into the wooden dumpster. There was another one out here that I think you guys did get the fiberboard out of, but that one you didn't. There was only 2 of them total. This pallet, yeah, move the metal pieces over to another decent pallet, and this pallet can go into the wooden dumpster. The strap can be rolled up and put into the bit shed. And then I think video number 3 will tell you, well, there's pieces of wood to go into the wooden dumpster, but I think, and there's more, but I think video number 3 will tell you about the gathering these white things. They would go into the bit shed. White, that like the white plastic thing on over there on the ground would go in the bit shed, but I think there's a cardboard box in front of the bit shed, and that would go into the regular green dumpster. So we're looking pretty good. Thread protectors need picked up and put with the thread protectors in the bit shed. Yeah, thread protectors. That piece of whatever that junk is can go in the regular dumpster. These metal pieces right here were supposed to go to the Alex Guzman area with the Kawasaki, which, did you guys even load? Yeah, you did take some to the Alex Guzman area, so I'm not sure why you didn't take these few pieces here. And then this stuff, the rest of it scattered around here on the ground, needs flipped up on, not that pallet, but on another, grab another decent pallet. Maybe that one there. This is a nice pallet. Maybe bring the skid steer out here carefully and grab just this pallet right here, Justin or someone, and bring it over here and roll end over end or whatever you need to do to flip all the metal pieces laying around here up onto that pallet. Like, these are heavy to lift, so you either lift them with 2 people or you flip them end over end. And then if you do have the skid steer out here, you can take this hammered Alex Guzman's area and this pallet of stuffed Alex Guzman's area. But be careful because we don't want to make tracks in the lawn. If you have the skid steer out here, as long as stuff's on pallets, I can kind of get it from there. I was going to say this goes over to the, no, this goes over these 2 hammers, not those, but these 2 go over to, there's a whole row of hammers in front of a drill over there, but I can do that too. This thing here is dented, needs to go to the metal dumpster. thread protectors need picked up and organized by size. So bring a couple cardboard boxes from the shipping area over here and find out what thread protectors are what size and sort them by size. So if they all screw, like if they screw into 2x3, they go into one box. If they screw by 2 1/4 by 3 1/4, they go into another box, and so forth. You can even use paint to sort of color code them. And then after you have that done, one of the later guys maybe can hop on top. What we need to do is we need to put a ratchet strap around every one of these with gray paint stripe. Not just gray paint, but like a gray paint stripe. So there's 1, there's 2, not that, that's a 0, so not that one. There's 3, there's 4, there's 5. We need to put a ratchet strap around each end. We might only be able to do one at a time, and I can help you lift these, Len, with the telehandler, because it is dangerous, they're heavy. But once you're ready for this, let me know, and I can help you with that. But you could start putting straps. If you find straps, not this kind of strap. This kind of strap needs rolled up and put in the bit shed. But like this kind of strap can go around those. If you find any big straps like that, or bigger, like they're sometimes not that big, but like more that style. This stuff needs rolled up on pallets, but it might be too heavy for you. So, oh, the other thing is all these pieces need rolled up on pallets, laid on pallets. Except for this one. This goes to the Alex Guzman area. And then straps you find, roll them up. This goes to the Alex Guzman area too, but nothing else here that I see does, so be careful. We can bring pallets over. This stuff all needs laid on pallets, except of course thread protectors. Just sort them into the right size boxes. If it's not a thread protector and it's not too heavy for you, what would be better than bringing a pallet and laying it on a pallet? It would be better if you can just carry it in there and find an empty pallet and set it on that spot. That would be a lot better. And there's, besides trying to look better, there's another reason for this organization, which if I don't get interrupted, I'd like to try to kind of give you that reason when I get back to the office. But yeah, there's a lot less wood junk around here than there was, which I think you guys kind of like cleaning that up because you can use the Kawasaki. But well, the weather's beautiful today. This would be a great day to do this, but AG's already tried to call me and have other stuff going on, so highly doubt that I'll get to work on it at all. And plus, it's a good job for you guys, and you make some money. There's a piece of wood that goes in the dumpster. Yeah, because we're working basically from... I have another video that probably explains this better, but we're working like from this concrete block here on back on that side over to the rail trail is kind of what I want you guys to focus on cleaning up more and more. There's red pieces in between those drills that you put on a pallet. Basically that whole area is what I'm looking to have you guys kind of work on. Yeah. Continuing, there's wood that can go into the wood dumpster, but continuing kind of with this whole area. If this is empty, it can go into the regular dumpster. Over to basically that tent, that canopy. That's our section. Canopy, the rail trail back the whole way around. And I know there's stuff to do here, but what I want to do, my goal is to get everything, every single thing, basically up from almost at the canopy. Actually, there's a concrete thing back here that I can use as like the end of our section. If we go straight back from this driveway, see if I can see this concrete thing. Yeah, right there is a concrete thing. You see that sitting back there behind the cable tool rig? It looks like an older. Basically from that, I'm gonna call it an older. From that older to out here to like this mud puddle. From this mud puddle over to that concrete block over the rail trail makes like a big triangular rectangle shape. I basically want everything in that area cleaned up. And I'm not saying you guys have to do it all. This is like my responsibility too, but if you guys get all these smaller pieces and do a lot of this lighter work, I can do a lot of the skid steer work, or the stuff that's too heavy to lift, I can help manhandle. But the goal is to get that whole section pretty cleaned up and organized, and everything that is in that section, except the employees' vehicles, of course, but everything that's in that section, I want to have it listed on the website and or on eBay. And the ultimate goal for that section, which I like calling Sector 7G, is to have every item that's listed have the item number written on it. So if it's an East-West item number, it would be like 16319, or an eBay item number is a lot more digits. But that's sort of the goal, is to kind of get everything listed. I have paint markers over in my office. At some point I gave you guys a video about getting a cart out of the shipping area and hauling this box with this bit back to the bit shed, as well as those paint cans, and putting the trash in the dumpster. So that you could do today as well. But eventually you might get to that video. If not, at this point the video is not really showing anything. I'm just walking because I want to show you the paint that I want you to use then. Which this paint job's probably not going to be for today. This is probably for another day. It's probably going to be a really big job, but it's actually like a real job. And if we get Sector 7G, our section, done, I think it'll open up possibility to do it in every other section of the property. And so it could actually turn into like a real job. And then I would imagine it would pay even more. But I want to show you just the paint markers, which you'll have to practice with them. Hello. Hola. Right here is the type of paint markers. There's red, there's yellow, there's white. So the ideal thing would be to use the one color for like eBay and the other one for East-West or whatever, and maybe another one for notes. So we'd figure that out. But yeah, so this will be video tagged as video number 7, but the first video you watch next time you're here, and then go right to video. I'm not sure if Justin and Jaden completely finished video number 2, so maybe watch video number 2 after that, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, and if you do all those jobs, that will be done for now. And you probably have a full day's work. If you get $8 an hour, talking like 10 hours, it's $80. So see what we can get done. Love you, bye-bye.